in Club Med Cancun.
Funding for Singles Talk is provided in part by Metrolina Plastic Surgery, PA, specializing in something more important than your face and figure, your self-image.
Support for Singles Talk is provided by Solution Masters. Solution Masters helps put the web to work for you at www.solutionmasters.com.
Hi, and welcome to Singles Talk. I'm Angela Siegel, and this is the Singles Talk Cafe. Economics, which is a nice way of saying money, is very much a part of being single. It's part of dating, and it's part of relationships. We're going to explore the economic side of dating today on Singles Talk. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, and join us.
Welcome to the Singles Talk Cafe. Tonight on Singles Talk, the economics of dating. Being single can be expensive. Our guests in the cafe will discuss the economic decisions you face and how money and status play a role in your dating life. Now here's your Singles Talk host, Angela Siegel.
Hi, and welcome to Singles Talk. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about the dollars and cents of dating. Now, my guests today are first, Steve. Seated next to him is Cindy. And we have Joe and also Maxine. All single and talking to us today about, like I said, the dollars and cents of dating. Something people, I don't know why people don't want to talk about money. I love to talk about it. Let's first talk about the visual appearance. Now, we all know that that has a cost associated with it. You know, I always say, hey, it costs money for a girl to look good. But guys also. So let me first ask you all, you know, how important is what I consider a classy look to you when you're looking at other singles? I'll ask you first, Steve.
When I'm looking at a woman, how
Well,
important?
a woman, yes, and we will clarify. A woman.
All right, let's get that straight, okay? Don't incriminate me. I think it's real important. I like a woman that's classy looking, clean cut. She looks sophisticated. She looks professional. The aura about that is important to me. It's more important to me now than it was when I was younger.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do you associate a cost with that? I mean, because I say it to men all the time, hey, it costs money to look good. It costs money to get your nails done. It costs money to get your hair done.
In other words, when I look at a woman, she looks good, I say, gee, she spent a lot of money on herself.
High maintenance. But do you? High maintenance, that's right. Do you?
Yeah, on certain attributes, I'd say yeah.
Okay, we'll ask you about those in a minute. Cindy?
I think it's very important.
And when you look at it, when you look at a gentleman, do you think in terms of, I know those are, you know, $100 shoes.
Gucci pants.
Yeah. Armani suits. Do you?
Yes.
I think we do too. What about you, Joe?
I'm starting to learn that it's important for, you know, for women to look their best and try to look their best, and that takes money. So it's something that you just have to kind of accept that they're going to do it.
Anyway.
So, right. So there's, you know, it's one thing not to make an issue out of.
And it does. I mean, I think it does draw you to at least look at that person. I'm not going to say it makes you go out with them or marry them, but it just draws you to look at them. Don't you agree? What do you say, Maxine?
You know, I like any look that belongs to the person, because everyone can't wear the suit that Joe has on today, but he'd look great in a sweat and, you know, tights and. So therefore, I think it's according to who you are as a person, according to how you should dress. But I think at all times it should be appropriate to the setting, the occasion, and the person.
Well, and it should be reflective of who you are. And I think that people have to realize
exactly.
that if you are a high maintenance individual and that's important to you, you're not going to change that from that person. They're going to still be that way. Let me ask you, Steve. When you look at the maintenance, or what we work terming high maintenance woman, do you take her as being possibly more powerful, more self-assured? What do you think?
High maintenance? I stay away from high maintenance. I'm high maintenance.
So you know you can't have too high maintenance. Well, you know, speaking of high maintenance, we thought, well, let's go and see what the ultimate salon experience would be like. We know that there's a cost associated with it, but A lot of people say if you look good, you feel good. So I want you to take a look at what we saw.
You begin by determining what area you want to focus on. And you would also need to determine the amount of time and money that you're willing to spend. You begin on any area that you feel might be a strength and you really want to emphasize that area, or any weakness that you might want to camouflage or counteract. It can run the gamut. You can literally spend anywhere from $26 to $400, depending on how special the date is. You could come in and have a shampoo blow dry with a manicure, or you could begin the day with, for instance, in our case, the Ultimate Experience. It takes about 8.5 hours, and by the time you leave, you're ready to go anywhere. 8.5 hours would be facial, body massage, haircut and finishing or styling. Would include waxing, low-calorie lunch, would include a scalp massage, a full makeup service. The value for the client would be in the confidence, the level of relaxation. I mean, I think that all of us know that when we look good, we're going to feel better. We're going to be more self-confident. We're going to project the image that would make anyone more alluring or more confident. Therefore, you just have a better evening. You feel better about yourself.
Well, that was Edward Norman from Norman Russell Salon, and you know I like that. You know I did. Now, I want to ask you all, what would you think as the person going out with someone on a date, knowing that they've just had the Ultimate Salon Experience and they've invested, say, $400, and that it's the first time you've met them, and you may not know how much they spent, but you know they spent the whole day in the salon and had the whole thing. What would you think if you're sitting across from the table, Steve, and that woman, she's looking good. You already know she's going to look good. What would you think?
Say, hey, that's cool as long as you don't ask me to pay for it.
I mean, would it have a bearing, though, on, I mean, you know she's invested that much before you even start the date. So would it have a bearing on where, you know, maybe where you would go, or?
No, it's kind of it's a unique question. I look at high maintenance defined as somebody that's very material and self-centered. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. If somebody wants to go to a spa or you know, get themselves made up, that's great, you know. But I myself, you know, I look at it as if somebody doesn't accept me for the way I am, if I have to go get all duded up and spend, just think if I spent $500 and the date went bust, I'd probably be on the front page of the Charlotte.
Cindy, what do you say? I mean, would you do that? I mean, if it was really special, would you do that?
If it was really special, not that I would go out and spend $800 for all day, but I would have my nails done and, you know, to look nice and.
Well, and also, if the date does go bust, it's not like you have to take your nails off. I mean, they still look good the next day, too,
Yeah,
or the date the next day.
You can meet somebody else.
Your hair still looks
Go
good.
on.
So it's not really for one day. What do you say, Joe? If you're sitting across from a woman who has spent, you know, has really done the Ultimate Salon Experience, what do you think as far as, does it put pressure on you as far as what the date, you know, what do you do next?
No, it wouldn't put pressure on me. I would, you know, to me, it would tell me that it was important to her. You know, that particular date was important to her, and I would probably make sure I complimented her on it, and also keep in mind that, you know, you don't have to do this all the time, and most people I probably would meet, you know, on a regular basis, where you're either at work or in the store or in your natural setting versus having the makeover. But I guess everyone likes doing it for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. It is for you. What do you say, Maxine, real quick?
Oh, gosh, I like it. I had such a thing, except, and this was in New York, and I have a friend that's at the, good Lord, the athletic club. And it's fabulous. It's Taj Mahal. And so I had the whole thing. But I did a lot of it myself. And I don't call it high maintenance. I call it, hey, I want to look good for him.
All right. You know we like that. Give her a hand. You know we like that. That's right. Like that. When we come back out of the break, we're going to talk some more to our singles about the economics of dating. So fill up your cup. We'll be right back.
Where's our cup?